Alright, let's do more arcade mode. Okay, we're gonna use Tizoc today. I love all the fighting games that have like the big wrestler characters that all wear like animal themed masks, and they all have like different ones. Like, you know, we obviously have King, and then we have Tizoc, and it's like, I think there's a few other ones that I can't think of off the top of my head, but I feel like we're eventually gonna run out of cool animals that work for cool like wrestler masks, and then we'll have to start double dipping across franchises. But I think it's a pretty cool like trope.
Since the fall of Geese Howard, the city of Southtown has never been the same. Its people have grown complacent, and once fearsome warriors roam the streets like stray dogs. And though his legacy remains here in my keeping, it does so with no heir apparent. If there are any left in Southtown with fangs that bite, with claws that tear, with the ruthlessness and undying spirit of a true warrior, come to King of Fighters. Who will inherit the legacy of the fallen Emperor? Let the last wolves of this city determine that for themselves. Stroheim. Tizoc, the masked fighter, was once a champion uncontested. That is until a certain loss broke his spirit and ended his career. However, his young fans refused to give up on their hero. Indeed, it was their tireless support that drove Tizoc to return to the ring with a vengeance at the previous tournament. One day, a letter from a young fan arrived at his door. The boy had suffered an accident, badly injuring his leg, and it was Tizoc's fighting spirit that inspired him to persevere. Tizoc thus pledges to emerge victorious at the upcoming King of Fighters. If not for himself, then for the brave boy who believed in him.
So the opening video for the opening sequence, the animated sequence for this game, shows Tizoc without his mask. And I feel like they shouldn't have done that.
Welcome to my lab.
I feel like they should have just kept it mysterious forever.
I'll be recording all of this. So give me everything you've got.
I guess it's a little different too, because he actually speaks. Unlike like King and Armor King, who just like grunt and make like animal sounds. Yeah, I'm not so good at the slow grappler characters. Ooh, that was kind of cool. He has quite the reach though with some of his limbs. Ooh.
As long as I have the will to fight, I shall!
Round 2. Get ready. Fight! Right, punish!
Seems like he has quite a few, oh, that's a good gap closer. Oh, it's a little slow though.
Wait!
Trying to see what else he has in his kit. Oh, there we go. That's a pretty good one.
Right, punish!
Here go! Flip it over! Flip it over!
Yeah. Okay, I like that.
PG! Holy shit! PG! They're invincible!
Oh, I think I'm gonna miss. Darn it! I know Tizoc's hidden gear is actually pretty cool.
Tizoc! Wait! If there are fans in the stands, I will always rise up, no matter the odds.
And I think Tizoc's hidden gear, like his ultimate special in this game, the animation's slightly different if the opponent gets KO'd by it compared to if they survive the blow. Kind of like La Diva does that in Grand Blue Versus as well. So I kind of want to try to see if I can get that, but I don't know, it's kind of tricky when I don't really use him very well to begin with.
You look like a real fighter. I ain't up to much, so how about we go a round or two? Sound good?
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPT.
And wait! Flip it! Flip it over! Flip it over! Here go! Here go!
He's jumping.
Here go!
Stop jumping.
Punish. PG.
Holy shit!
Close one.
Here go!
Punish. Punish.
I'll stop trying to get the throw on him and just hit him normally.
Active time!
Ooh, that was pretty cool.
Tizoc wins. Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPT.
Stop jumping over my throw.
Here go!
There we go.
PG.
They're invincible! Gentlemen!
Tizoc wins.
The cheers of the children are what give me strength. You must have people cheering you on as well, I suppose.
I love the delayed scream. Like he smashed him into the ground, got up, and then pumped his fist in the air, and then that's when like all the damage took place and Terry screamed. Like a couple seconds after the last hit. The delayed reaction. It's pretty good. It's pretty funny. Very video gamey.
I'm here to fight. No more hesitation. Let's go. Hope you're ready for this.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPT.
Here go! Here go! Here go! Flip it over!
Oh, she didn't stand a chance.
Dang. Tizoc wins. Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPT.
I love how like long his like feather mane is. It looks very striking, but also it would get in the way so much
SPT.
during a fight, especially for a wrestler. But it is very cool.
Here go! Flip it over! Here go!
Tizoc wins.
You appear calm and kind, but there's a ferocity behind your eyes. The fight you hide inside yourself. It speaks to my soul.
His voice is also not as rough as I thought it would sound. Like he sounds a little gentle, like a gentle giant.
Got a death wish? Alright, let's do this!
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPT.
Flip it over! Flip it over! Here go!
Oh.
Tizoc wins. Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
Here go! Active final!
Let's go!
Flip it over! Fight and win!
Punch. SPG.
They're invincible!
Oh, I wanted to have a cool finish.
Tizoc wins.
You are talented, resurgent, but the pride of pro wrestling is at stake. I could not lose to one who does not put its best fist forward.
Wait, Ganacci? I didn't know he could appear in other people's story modes.
Finally, a worthy opponent. Let's do this.
He's just so goofy.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight.
I didn't know he could appear in anyone's arcade mode.
Punch.
Here go!
Punch. SPG.
Here go! Here go!
Tizoc wins.
As long as I have the will to fight, I shall!
The fact that he's also like, finally, a worthy opponent. It's like, dude, you're a DJ. You're not a you're not even a fighter. I could understand if Terry said that, but you're not actually a fighter by trade, or in universe for that matter. the splits. I need to go look at his animations because his animations are really funny. 'Cause he doesn't like use actual fighting moves. He just does like funky dancing.
They're invincible!
Sorry, Salvatore.
Tizoc wins.
While our mediums may differ, at the end of the day, we are both entertainers. Thank you for sharing your passion with me, brother.
Maybe that's why he appeared in this one. It's like the connection of them being entertainers. I don't know. Also, like, I love how so many people love to joke about how Salvatore looks like Maximilian Dude, the fighting game YouTuber, and it's like that would make so much more sense than Salvatore Ganacci, the DJ. I'm sorry, Salvatore. But apparently his character's also really fun to play in this game too. Compared to, like, I haven't heard anyone talk about Ronaldo as an actual playable character in this game to play
lo
as.
and behold, looks like I'm up against the trick-or-treating Birdman. I was hoping I'd be taking a swing at a real opponent, like Raiden.
Mr. Khan, it would seem that you have a less than favorable opinion of my abilities. You'll understand that I can't have the children sharing that viewpoint, so I'll have to change it. By force.
Oh, give me a break, why don't you? I know all about you. Didn't you try to hang up the mask for good when you first realized you were all washed up? Cluck all you like, but trite threats from a hack like you mean absolutely nothing to me.
I'm ashamed to say you're not wrong. Once upon a time, I did turn my back on all the children who supported me. But it was the purity of their hearts and their eternal belief in me that beckoned me back to the ring. I will not falter again. I, the mighty Tizoc, solemnly swear it upon my very mask.
Oh, good for you. I'm real touched. Sob story or not, you better be ready for me to bring the pain. I don't give a crap who you say you are. I'm not losing the championship to the likes of you.
I am, of course, prepared for the worst you can muster. But be warned, you are clearly underestimating the strength and tenacity a professional wrestler is capable of. I am invincible!
Like, it's sweet that...
Get ready.
Oh. Like, by the way, Raiden's another wrestler in the SNK universe. I think is that him in the back doing the announcing, or is that just someone dressed like him? In any case, I think it's sweet that Tizoc's whole backstory is about like trying to do things for the children and trying to help like kids and stuff like that too. But every time he brings it up, sometimes like out of context, it sounds a little creepy depending on what he's saying. And I know he doesn't mean it that way. It's just completely out of context for someone who doesn't know. It's like, you have fans other than children, you know. Tizoc, I'm pretty sure.
Get ready. Fight.
Flip it over! Here go!
Oh dang it, I want to see the SPG that doesn't KO them. Not that it's that much different, but...
Those with evil in their hearts are all fated to fall before the mighty Tizoc. I did it, kid. I have emerged victorious.
Oh man, what a shame. Looks like you lost there, Billy boy.
Of course. Kind's lucky, huh? What the hell are you doing here?
Oh, let's just say I was insurance, in case you lost the fight.
Like how he calls him Billy Boy, but I'm pretty sure
how about a
he's younger than
rematch,
Billy.
big guy? One with Geese's legacy and your pride on the line. You wouldn't say no to that, would you?
Can't be. You. I fought you 3 years ago.
Good memory. That's right. I'm the one who showed you up way back when. A professional showman versus a blood-spitting genuine street rat. Two worlds collide, wouldn't you say? If you're inclined to avoid another embarrassing loss, you can always just hand over the legacy right now. What do you say, tough guy?
I would be lying if I said I felt no fear. But all the same, I accept your challenge. I cannot afford to let the children or my past self down. Be warned, the Tizoc of today will not be defeated!
Round 1. Get ready. Fight.
For the books, folks!
Punish.
Here go!
It's hard to believe Vox is the one that almost ended Tizoc's career. I mean, he's an assassin, so I guess it like makes sense, but like this happened like a little while ago timeline-wise. And now that I know Vox is actually pretty young,
As long as I have the will to fight, I shall!
he would have been even younger at that point.
Round 2. Get ready. Fight.
Here go!
PG.
Hercules throw!
Oh, that was pretty cool. I didn't mean to do that, but that was pretty cool.
PG.
They're invincible!
Oh, what? I KO'd him with the first hit, so I didn't get to see the rest of the animation? It's a little
As long
sad.
as your heart harbors injustice, you will never gain true strength. Make the choice. Become better.
You're different than before. How the hell did you get so strong?
When we first met, I fought only for myself. But after the crushing defeat at your hands, I realize that my true strength comes from the people who believe in me. The mighty Tizoc is no mere man anymore. I'm no longer alone.
I see. I think I know where you're coming from.
But you too are strong. I may have escaped the jaws of defeat this time, but only narrowly.
A few months later. Yeah, so it is Raiden who's announcing in the background.
Do you think he's really gonna show? You know, I heard he was in pretty rough shape.
Yeah, but this is Tizoc we're talking about.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the main event!
Dear Tizoc, I hope this letter reaches you okay. If it's alright, I wanted to share a secret with you. You remember my leg injury, right? The one I told you about? Well, I'm still having a lot of trouble walking. Luckily, though, the doctor tells me there's a chance I can get back on my feet. I just need to have surgery. But he also said, if something goes wrong, I might never walk again. I was really scared. I wanted hope, but I couldn't. So I kept telling the doctor I didn't want to do it. But then I thought of you, Tizoc. With you, it never mattered how scary something was or how hurt you got. You always came back to the ring with your head held high. I'm sure rehab must have been really tough on you. A lot of people were saying your wrestling career was over. I can't imagine what it must have felt like to hear that.
He looks like a young Kiro.
But seeing you come back from the brink like that made me realize how silly I was being. And that's when I made up my mind. If you can keep fighting, so can I. I'm with you, Tizoc.
Ah! The mighty Tizoc enters the ring!
He's finally here!
Mess him up, Tizoc!
Thank you! Thank you!
I've got one final favor to ask. My operation is at the same time as your match. So, would it be okay if I shouted your catchphrase with you?
Of course you can, kid. Let's win this thing. Together. I am invincible!
Oh, that was sweet.
Fatal Fury. City of the Wolves.
Yeah, I think Tizoc might be the character I'll have the most trouble with playing, so now that we're done with him, that should be smooth sailing from here. Okay, so we're gonna do Preecha next. Now, Preecha's an interesting character, I think, because she's a newcomer to this game, right? So she's completely new, just like Vox. She is a student of Joe Higashi, who is a series mainstay. A lot of people really like his character. I know a lot of people that really liked him. And he has been announced as one of the DLC characters. So it's just kind of interesting why they would even give him a successor and then bring him as DLC, considering I thought that like maybe she'd be more important to the main story, but she's not. She's just kind of like a side character. And then, of course, if they bring in Joe and they have Preecha, then they have two Muay Thai fighters, which is fine, but I think for some people they would like to see more of a variety in types of fighting. So I just feel like it's kind of odd that they created this new character to be a successor to another character that they're bringing back anyways because everyone likes him. So, I don't know. They could have made her use a different style and made her a completely different character, but they chose to go this route, which is kind of interesting. I don't know. I also find her like a strange mishmash of character traits. She's like a scientist, she's like a kind of like a streamer, or at least she does like online classes. She does Muay Thai. She doesn't look like she's dressed to do like science, and she does have like some Muay Thai like aesthetic. I guess she has the glasses. I think the two-tone hair color, or yeah, it's like two-tone hair color, but then she also has the barrettes, which are a third color. I don't know, it seems a little bit eclectic. Not that it looks bad, but it's just kind of, I don't know, she has an interesting, her appearance, plus her occupation, plus her fighting style, plus her like role in the game. None of it seems to like come together in a nice, smooth way, in my opinion, compared to any of the other characters. But we'll see. I actually don't know much about her, so we'll see how she measures up story-wise. Yeah, it's curious, like why not just put Joe in the base game? I mean, I know you want to make money off the DLC, but I feel like a lot more people would have been happier with that. And I know that originally they were actually going to do a different game. There was supposed to be a Garou Mark of the Wolves 2. Then they dropped it in favor of making Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. But some of the characters in this game, I think like Vox and Preecha being the new characters, took some inspiration from some of the characters that were supposed to be in Garou 2 that they did not use, because they released like the design sketches for some of the characters. That game was supposed to have like a lot more new characters. That game was supposed to have like 6 new characters joining the roster that no one had ever seen before, some of them being successors to characters that they're going to phase out. And I guess she was based on the successor for Joe. Yeah, I know a lot of people that really like Joe. I like him too, but I'm kind of not a diehard fan of him like some people.
Since the fall of Geese Howard, the city of Southtown has never been the same. Its people have grown complacent, and once fearsome warriors roam the streets like stray dogs. And though his legacy remains here in my keeping, it does so with no heir apparent. If there are any left in Southtown with fangs that bite, with claws that tear, with the ruthlessness and undying spirit of a true warrior, come to King of Fighters. Who will inherit the legacy of the fallen emperor? Let the last wolves of this city determine that for themselves. Stroheim. Preecha lived by a simple principle. Everything in life could be explained perfectly by science. And so her world was understandably turned upside down when she met a man who could summon hurricanes with his bare hands. Upon witnessing the impossible, Preecha began to walk the path of the martial artist, determined to bring phenomena such as these down to Earth, ideally under a microscope.
Okay, so that's her backstory.
Preecha trained diligently under the Hurricane Man. But as time passed, she found her mind hungering for new mysteries. Hearing that a King of Fighters tournament was fast approaching, Preecha scrambles to join. What incredible new techniques await her discovery?
Hey Ethereal, welcome to the stream. So she's just here to study everyone's fighting styles. How do these people shoot fireballs from their hands? How do they summon lightning? How do they create whirlwinds?
It's too late to back out now, I'm sorry to say. Get ready for a world of hurt.
I think I read somewhere too that Preecha is actually a male name. Like,
Get ready.
Preecha is the female version of Preecha, which they should have used, but... Okay, she fights pretty good actually, like her combos seem pretty fluid.
Get off me.
What?
Get off me.
Ooh, her throws are pretty cool too.
Thanks for the new move.
Round 2.
Like how you do a forward hop with her, she like throws her arm behind her, like as she's like gallivanting through a field of flowers or something. Hang on, I want to use her SPG, but okay, we'll have another chance then.
You're in over your head.
I don't know, sometimes I have a really easy time putting the SPG movement, and sometimes it just doesn't come out the way I want. Yeah, you and your stupid staff, Billy.
KO! Preecha wins!
Really, that staff you have is amazing! Would you let me take it apart?
So now she can do hurricanes with her hands too, apparently. I kind of wish that, like, when she jumped in the air and then she frames the opponent with her hands, they, like, exploded or something after that. I feel like it was missing, like, one last hit at the end. It was pretty cool, but it just feels like there should have been one last finishing blow. Kind of like when Tizoc, like, smashes them to the ground and then gets back up, pumps his fist in the air, and then they take the damage, like a delayed reaction.
So you're the lucky one who gets to face me. You know, I'm not gonna go easy on you.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight!
I have like a backstep move. Okay, there's my whirlwind kick. Oh cool, it's a ranged one. Trying to figure out what other things I have in my arsenal.
Thanks for the new moves.
Round 2. Get ready. Fight!
Yeah, that one's that. Ooh, that one's pretty good. Like that. Darn.
Between you and Hokutomaru, ninjas are so fascinating. Maybe I should visit Japan sometime.
Okay, she has some interesting moves in her kit, but it feels a little... The inputs seem a little bit different than the other characters.
You look like a real fighter. I ain't up to much, so how about we go a round or two? Sound good?
Round 1. Get ready. Fight!
This guy just waiting at the same train station? Yeah, he's just waiting there. Anyone coming by. I mean, I guess if you're waiting for people to travel in and out, the train station's not a bad place. Although it makes me wonder, because we're like... Wait, there's like a Mount Rushmore in the background. If we're always fighting on the train, that means we're moving out of the town, right? So where do we end up? And how do we get back? These are the real questions.
Preecha, wait.
Thanks for the new move.
Round 2. Get ready. Fight.
Terry's still getting his residual checks from Smash Bros, so he doesn't need to be the star of the story. True. And he's also in Street Fighter 6 now too, so. So, like, I feel like when she frames his body like that, he should, like, explode or something.
The moves of the legendary wolf himself! Yahoo! That'll keep the research train chugging along for months!
Over here! Okay, it's time to clean up the streets.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. Why punish?
It's too fast for me to use, like, a lot of my normal combos on right now.
Why punish? PT.
Still good.
PT. Preecha, wait.
Thanks for the new move!
Okutomaru's character theme is pretty cool too, actually, now that I think about it. It's a little spunky, a little upbeat. But also a little like a childhood action hero. I hate it when I do that when they're on the floor, so it misses them. You'd think that if you're prone lying on the floor, you'd be susceptible to most attacks.
So this is the scroll that shoots fire! I can't rate it.
They call me Vox, a martyr of night. Now, I will take your voice.
See, the thing about Billy and Vox too is, like, in some people's stories, they're quite antagonistic, and other ones are, like, really chill and really, like, nice. I guess it depends on who they're interacting with, of course, but anything to do with, like, Terry and Rock and Kine, they're a lot different.
Thanks for the new move!
Round 2. Get ready. Fight.
Pay your price!
QED.
Just getting warmed up. Burn to ash!
I can't lose after using my SPG. That'd be embarrassing.
How many of those techniques did you actually develop yourself? Whatever the case, they seem dangerous.
Okay, who's my sub boss?
A pro wrestler? That's my final opponent? No offense, but this is kind of a bummer. I was hoping for someone who could show me something more original.
You really don't understand. Pro wrestling is a spectacular art form.
Oh, spectacular, you say? For your information, Mr. Tizoc, I'm an academic. A scholar, if you will. And I remember one or two spectacular things from physics class. Are you saying you can blow my mind with that art form of yours?
She really is doing like the glasses push. Actually.
Scholar, huh? That explains your ignorance. Indeed, I cannot blast ki like some of the other fighters. However, these muscles you see before you are honed to the extreme. Nothing can touch me. And that's not all. By sheer force of will, I can push past the natural limits of the human body. That is the power of pro wrestling.
I've solved my fair share of formulas and equations, you know. But what you're telling me now is that you've got a new variable? I certainly hope so. Now, show me if your set is finite or infinite.
Then it's settled. But if I may, you should worry more about yourself. In all the excitement, you wouldn't want to forget that you're going to face off against the most powerful fighter in the world!
She really is just like, according to my calculations.
Round 1. Get ready, fight!
I feel like they should have leaned more into the scientist part of her. Like, I feel like she's not a scientist in the movie. Other than like a couple stray pieces of dialogue. Like, if you're gonna do it, go all the way, man. Like, I'm not saying she needs to be Kokonoe, but...
For the children!
Again, when he just says, like, for the children out of nowhere without context of his backstory, it sounds kind of weird. Oh my god, just let me kick you. Thank you.
Thanks for the new move.
Round 2. Get ready, fight!
For the children!
KO! Preecha, win!
Performance on both sides.
Yes! I did it! Couldn't lose with my reputation at stake. Sheesh. Thanks to you, it's back to the drawing board for little old me. Still, I did happen to collect some excellent data. I'd love to fight again sometime. Here we are. Interesting. So these are the fabled gene scrolls. Master says they're extremely dangerous and powerful occult artifacts.
Is
But
Fallen
are they really?
Fallen Rock just gonna appear out of nowhere?
Some sort of afterimage? No. Then what is it? I don't feel so good.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Something seems kind of off. Hey, are you alright?
Just kind of comes out of nowhere.
Hey now! That's a nasty way to congratulate me! Besides, the tournament is... Clearly you're not yourself. As terrifying as this is, I can't back down now. After all, that's what Joe Higashi himself taught me. Here goes!
I hope Joe appears in her ending.
Get ready. Fight. SPG. One punch.
Double the
Oh, we haven't seen that win pose yet.
Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
Stop.
I can't believe it! I'm so stupid! Contaminating a specimen with my own 2 hands!
Where is this? What was I? Don't tell me I... Oh no. I did all this, didn't I?
Don't worry about it. As long as you're back to normal, we're square.
You were a specimen, Rock.
But wait. Mom. Where's my mom? Is she okay?
Don't worry a hair on your head about her. From what I've heard, she's in perfectly fine health.
Preecha, you need to like study how he suddenly got his clothes back on.
When I thought they killed her, I totally lost control. I can't let that happen again. Ever.
Look, Rock, this whole Geese's legacy thing, I get the feeling you need it more than I do. Take it. It's yours.
Huh? That'd be amazing, but... Are you sure?
You bet. Besides, your little rampage provided me with a smorgasbord of data. But if you do want to thank me, you can always help me verify some of my findings later.
Well... If you're really okay with it then... Thank you.
Oh, Joe, hey.
Wow! Way to go, way to go!
He is rocking the
Win
glasses.
the tournament, but you wrapped everything up in a nice little bow. I must be one hell of a teacher.
What's wrong, Preecha?
Forgive me, Master. I can't go on. I can't take it anymore! That was so scary! I win and then all that happens? Like, what gives? Nobody warned me about this!
Whoa! Preecha, snap out of it!
Oh, give me a break! How do you expect me to react? Seriously, I only started training for real a few years ago! And then, wouldn't you know it, I I get dragged into a fight like that? Like that? Ugh, this is too much! Why the heck did I have to go through all that, honestly?
Since when are you such a crybaby?
This is the real me. I'm a pretty famous academic, you know? I really tried to keep my composure and look cool for everyone.
I see. That must have been tough, right?
Anyway, I'm exhausted. I'm taking a vacation, and nobody can say nothing about it because I won the championship.
Yeah. Look, I know better than to try and stop you, but, humor me for a sec. Are you 100% sure you want to keep fighting?
What do you mean, Master?
No offense, but you seem like you're having a terrible time. Fighting isn't just muscles, or even techniques. It's all about your mindset. You get it? So if this isn't really your scene, then like,
Nope, I'm not quitting! I mean, no joke! That was really scary. But scary or not, I've still got a lot of things I want to accomplish. Dreams to dream. I haven't even learned that screw-upper technique you showed me before, Master. And actually, why does the Reppuken travel along the ground without stopping? Do friction and gravity not affect it? You know, this world can be really scary sometimes, but it's also chock full of mysteries to solve. Even if I'm not brave 100% of the time, at least I know I'll always be curious.
well, that's what I like to hear. Looks like the big-headed baby is finally growing up.
Right? You should be proud. I'm a model student.
All right, let's head on home and train like we mean it. Ain't no rest for the weary.
Hold
He looks cute in this picture.
I'm going on vacation!
Okay, I like her more after seeing that part of her personality. I also like how like Joe's design is like unchanged, and then they just added glasses to it, and it actually really works, surprisingly. Like I would not expect him to be putting on the glasses of anyone, but it kind of matches with Preecha's, I guess.
Fatal Fury. City of the Wolves.
Because I know some people are of the opinion that any character, you put glasses on them and they look better, and or any person, not necessarily the character, but I'm of the opinion that's not quite the case, because I don't think I look good with glasses, so I mean in fiction, obviously it's a little different, because everyone can be drawn nicely anyways, but, like, I would not expect Joe to look good with glasses, but it seems to really work for him. So, I guess we'll see how he plays when he comes out as I think he's third DLC character planned for this game, so we'll see how that comes around. But yeah, I have so many friends who really like Joe, and he was like a lot of people's childhood crushes when they were playing SNK games growing up, which I didn't play SNK games growing up, so I did not have exposure to Fatal Fury and Art of Fighting and King of Fighters when I was young, because I didn't play video games.